ask this. Is anyone? Well, let's just talk about this. Does anyone want to buy Splinter Cell Conviction to get into this beta?
No.
Well, I may want to buy Splinter Cell Conviction just for Splinter Cell Conviction.
You would get it just because of that. I think I'm gonna get Conviction as well, and the fact that my favorite game of all time is got a new one coming out, so it is helping. Chief, will the beta help you want to get Splinter Cell Conviction or no?
I don't know. At this point, I need to see some trailers or gameplay of Ghost Recon for me to make that sort of decision.
The beta will be out this summer, so we won't have to wait long.
So we might even definitely see something at E3. Definitely.
If I see some legitimate footage,
there better be something at E3.
If I see some legitimate footage and I'm actually impressed, then maybe. But at this point, I'm not going to rush out to buy Conviction. I'm probably actually going to rent that soon, but as far as buying it, just for a beta, I mean, I'd do that if there was a different sort of beta, one that's coming out in May. But
that's basically what I'm asking. Is it getting you that pumped?
Nah, at least not yet. I need to see more, really.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's like, Chief's a fanatic for Halo, like you're a fanatic for almost every Tom Clancy game. So it's that kind of translation. What I'm hoping they don't do at E3 though is what Metro 33 did.
2033.
Sorry, 2033, where they got like some live action, almost like a set, literally.
Oh, the actors. It's not live action. That's live.
Yeah. Well, live action. Aha. So they have where what they did was, for those of you who don't know,
I think this is cool though.
They took the reporters, rather than giving you gameplay and footage and stuff like that, they built in a metro tunnel a literal replica of the environment of Metro 2033 with actors and everything, and they took the reporters through it and like, this is what this world is like. So they displayed
I think it's just like it's the same thing as this trailer, except they did way better.
Yeah.
Higher budget, wow.
What I'm saying is, what I'm hoping is they don't do that, because now
at
they will have done it
at
twice.
E3, yeah, okay,
yes,
that's right. Okay.
Because now they will have done it twice. They give you a live action trailer, and then they give you this. It literally, now they're almost trying to not tell you anything.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping something like that doesn't happen, and it probably won't.
Although, what if they did that and showed the gameplay?
Then fine.
That'd
be a fun experience at E3.
I don't want to give the impression that I'm writing this game off or something.
Don't worry, we'll go back around for opinion.
I just want to, see stuff before I make an opinion, really.
B North, genuine interest in buying Conviction. Now that you know that you get into the beta of this game.
I am 100% with Chief on this one. I think you really have to show me something that's actually, something with the game. Like, something with the gameplay. You have to show me, like, the mechanics, the different, like, I feel like they don't, you guys are talking about, like, how much it shows you about, I guess, the direction they want to go in, but, like, it doesn't really show you much about the game. And I guess I really would need to know more, like Chief was saying, before I can make a decision like that.
And I think this is kind of like, what happens to fanboys.
Conviction regardless, though, because that does look pretty cool. And, I mean, I'll probably try out the beta since, I'll have access to it. So, yeah, I need to see more first.
And I think this is kind of, I was trying to say, it's kind of what happens to fanboys. Like, Chief, if there was, like, a, what the hell just happened?
Somebody didn't silence their,
Alright, we're just going to go back, because I know what I was saying. I think this is kind of what happens to fanboys, because, Chief, if there was, like, a live-action Halo Reach trailer or whatever, we would be having the same discussion in reverse.
Well, they did that with Halo 3.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think if you're a diehard fan, you get one of these live-action trailers, like, yes! You're just, like, really pumped over it. And I think, like, if it was Halo Reach, we'd be sitting in the opposite chair.
No, I understand, and they have done that in the past actually with the Halo franchise, and then you try and analyze every little thing about what it does. But even then, at that point, I have interest, and I'm already crazy for the franchise. But I still want to wait until the moment where they actually show you how the game is played. You really don't have a good impression of what's going on, at least how it's implemented. It's nice to see, like, like when Master Chief throws down this, there's a bubble shield. What exactly is this? But it's more important seeing how it actually works in the gameplay.
That's cool. Alright, let's move on. So I think we pretty much have an idea of our level of interest. We got 2, need more information. Twisted, you're basically interested.
Yeah.
I'm definitely won it. I already won it. Like, I won it. Radix, what do you think?
I'm not gonna get conviction only because I don't want convictions.
What about Ghost Recon itself? Any interest in seeing? Did this like kill it for you?
No, I mean I like the trailer. I mean I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking about buying it just because it showed no U.S. casualties. So I mean,
well, that's what Ghost Recon is actually all about. Like,
Yeah.
you never want to die.
USA! USA!
So yeah,
You
being
can guess what country we're from.
Pakistan. But I mean, of course, I want to see more information and more like videos, like actually gameplay before I want to make a big decision. But I'm gonna say I'm definitely gonna rent it. Maybe
A demo would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Multiplayer beta.
So we'll be checking it out. That's gonna be this summer, if I'm not right. Is everyone? Is that right?
That's fast approaching.
All right. So awesome. We're gonna move on now to talking about Nintendo and their need, an obsession, and addiction to releasing hardware every 4 to 6 minutes. And they released the DSi XL, and then they announced a 3DS, and they're like, they announced the 3DS. They advertised the hell of the XL. Then they announced the 3DS. Then they released the XL, and they're like, oh yeah, wait till E3, and now we'll give you all the 3DS whatever. I have bought the DSi XL. I have it here.
I think I'm gonna buy it too.
I guess we could just like pass around if you guys want to look at it. If you haven't gotten your hands on one yet, I guess let's first talk about the XL and the XL itself. Oh yeah, B North is holding his hands out.
Hold on. I have to get my teleporter. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we could transfer it, from the computer all the way.
Put it
to
in the
our-
disk drive.
Like that Viking commercial on Capital One.
We'll fax it.
All right. Anyway, I bought it. I haven't had a new DS since the original chunky DS, which I have one here as well. I absolutely love it. I think the DSi was the DSi probably wasn't a fantastic idea, just slapping on a camera and an operating system. But the XL at least adds eon more to the the DS platform. So as far as if anyone you don't know the features, screens are 93% bigger. The resolution.
I think you don't really get a sense of just how much bigger the screen is.
It's pretty insane. I'm gonna get you guys video of this. Do not worry. So the screens are 93% bigger. You have two styluses in there. You got a small one, which I actually don't have in here. I left on my desk. I threw it into oblivion because I like the bigger one. You also get a bigger stylus. No Game Boy Advance, but you do have access to
what
the
do you
DSi
think of the
store.
bigger stylus?
I love it. I threw the other one to oblivion because the other one's so much better and bigger, and I just like it. Holding in my hand that small to grip that, bigger one, better, easier to use.
Does it actually feel like a pen or like a...
Oh yeah, I guess I can pass the stylus around. Is it still on me? Yeah,
Stole it and ate it.
here's stylus. I just like it a lot better. It's and I think at least for someone who has not used a bigger DS, like upgraded their DS since the original, go ahead and buy the XL. If you got the funds for it. $190, I think a little steep. A little steep for something that's just bigger. I don't know. Living in a world of HD TVs.
My opinion, I think it's a better upgrade than the DSi was. The DSi, I guess it was a bit smaller or whatever, but at the same time you lost your Game Boy Advance drive and everything, and it had a little camera which I don't think really any games really implement. So it's. But however, this time around, they throw in the 93% bigger screen and the different stylus and everything. I think it's worth more consideration. And
other features, you do have web browsing on the DSi XL, but unfortunately, the big problem with web browsing, of course, it's using that Opera web browser, which means no Flash, which means no videos of any kind.
I love Opera. I think Opera's awesome. I don't know, on my computer at least. I'll use Opera.
It's the no Flash thing is just bad. Because you can't just go on Flash.com and download it because you can't tell it the operating system that it supports. You can't. DSi is not an operating system that you can.
Oh yeah, well on the DSi, I don't know what it's like on the DSi.
So for a computer, it's totally different. So no videos of any kind. That limits measurably, and it is kind of slow when you're on complicated pages, which Yahoo and blah blah blah. Well, let's get our opinion out about this. I know some of you in here are going to hate this thing.